today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 14 on EA Sports. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over first and 10.
So out comes. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 17 carries, 54 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Brian Burns in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved his consistency throughout the season. Always good, occasionally spectacular. But right now, he's on the outside of that MVP race. What's it going to take for him to get it done down the stretch?
You're right, on the fringe. But, hey, it's Week 14. There's still a month left for him to make a lasting place, and then who knows?
Yeah, those scintillating plays, those splash plays, those plays we'll talk about for the next week leading up to the next game. He'll need a bunch of those down the stretch in order to win the award.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You'll get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. On play action, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. His 1st carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Max Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And finally brought down at the 43. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's got room. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Texans nothing. Jason
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard.
And now Derek Carr. He is the focus of our player spotlight. Offense already at the line, set to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Chandler Jones.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Max Williams.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Another try for Barkley. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Rolling to his right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Carr. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, look at the juke. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Holding offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Out of the gun now on third down. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And it's fourth down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
26. Texans, nothing.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check, 59. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
At the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On third down, Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now Scarborough. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jacksonville.
This is Scarborough. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Texans' 9-yard line.
They run. This is Scarborough. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal, Jacksonville.
They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 6th touchdown of the season. And sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Jason Sanders set to
now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base?
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At the 44-yard line.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third and 10. Again, it's Carr. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And it is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Again, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on third and 15. On first down. Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Keep it up, guys. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". He's scared.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Mike, check, 59. You got nothing to do. 19, Tiger. Hurry, 17. Check, hop.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
56, right there, 56. All day, just like that, just like that.
They'll run with Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
To throw again. Carr trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Drop deep, drop deep.
And they will take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. You do that and you're out there fresh playing. Up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jags, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.